Hey moms, we have something to talk about. We moms do a lot. The job, the family, the extended family, the kids, the parents, the friends, the kids, the laundry, the shopping, the doctor's appointments. And did I mention the kids? And that's just some of it, right? Credit isn't easy to come by for all that you do. And let's be real, most of the time we don't expect it because we do all of that work out of so much love. But when credit is waiting for us, waiting literally with our name on it, we need to claim it. That's what we need to talk about today.
It's urgent, okay? The American Rescue Plan is giving up to $3,600 for every child. So if you have 2 kids, that's more than $7,000. That's not a tax deduction. That is actual dollars in your bank account. There's just one thing that you have to do first. You have to file your taxes by May 17th.
Then check in on 3 mom friends and tell them to do the same. Claim your credit, moms.
So what is the Earned Child Tax Credit anyhow? And can you buy ice cream with it?
The child tax credit simply means more money for your parents. It's money they earn because, and I know this may be hard for you to believe, but taking care of you is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work and it's expensive. Raising a family costs a lot today. It's often really hard for your parents to keep up no matter how hard they work. That's why earlier this year we passed a new law called the American Rescue Plan. It will help Americans recover from this awful virus, this pandemic, but also includes a dramatic expansion of the child tax credit. That means your parents will get $3,000 or $3,000 or $3,600 a year, depending on the age of each of their. They'll get an additional $3,000 or $3,600 for every brother and sister that you have. It's going to make a big difference helping your parents pay for your school supplies, for the car or the bus that takes you to school and the park and the store, for the clothes you wear, and maybe, just maybe a little left over for ice cream. It's been a really tough year for you, for your parents, for your community, for this whole country. We all deserve some ice cream and your parents deserve help.
What do we have to do to get the money? And can I come pick it up now?
You can't come pick up the money, but it's simple for your parents to get it. They need to fill out and file a federal tax return, even if they normally don't file taxes, even if they don't owe any money. That's how they get that $3,000 or $3,600. Once they file their taxes, your family will get a monthly check in the mail. Or if they fill out their bank account information when they file taxes, the money will get deposited directly into their bank account. And then if you're really good that day, you might be able to head straight to the ice cream shop. And you know what? Your parents will sleep a little easier that night.
Does this help mommies and daddies who lost their jobs?
Absolutely. Helping parents who are struggling, including mommies and daddies who lost their jobs, is a huge part of why we passed this expanded program. If you are a parent and you do not have income, do not fear. You will still qualify. This money will go directly into your pocket and help support your family. The full amount of the credit is $3,600 per year for each child under the age of 6 and $3,000 per year for an older child under the age of 18. Again, that is money that will go directly to your family. If you claim the credit, you can start getting monthly payments this year.
What about the families who have a lot of kids?
If you are a family with a lot of kids, please file your taxes by May 17th and claim this credit. More children equals more money for your family. For example, if you have 2 children under the age of 6 and 1 older child under the age of 18, that means you are eligible for over $10,000 per year in support.
What if parents aren't working or don't normally file taxes? Can we still get this money?
If your parents aren't working right now, don't worry. The American Rescue Plan expanded the child tax credit to help families, even those who may have lost a job or aren't making any money right now. So even if your family does not have a source of income, you can qualify for the benefit. Your family can receive up to $3,000 per child per year or $3,600 per child per year for children under the age of 6.
What do parents have to do to get all of this money?
To receive the child tax credit, all your parents need to do is file their taxes by the May 17th deadline. The IRS will calculate monthly payments using your family's most recent tax returns. The IRS should be releasing more information on how non-filers can access the credit soon.
I go to the mailbox every day. Is there a way we can check to see when we get our money?
Starting in July, the IRS will send monthly child tax credit payments to your family all the way through December. The rest of the credit will come when your parents file their 2021 tax returns. If your parents file their taxes electronically with direct deposit information, then the monthly payments will go straight into their bank account. Otherwise, you may have to wait a little longer before a check arrives in the mail. Families can also choose to opt out of the monthly payments if they want to get the entire credit when they file their 2021 taxes next year.
Sometimes I have to ask for help when I do new things. Is there someone parents can ask for help if they need it?
There are many resources that are available to parents if they need help. If your family needs help filing taxes, the IRS provides free online filing tools through their Free File program. You can find more information on irs.gov, irs.gov. Your family can also get help with tax preparation at volunteer income tax assistance sites, or VITA sites. You can find locations for these sites near you on the IRS's website. The IRS should be providing more information soon about the expanded child tax credit, but the most important thing that you can do right now is file your taxes by the May 17th deadline.
Do I do something to get this money? Because I already have too many chores.
Thank you for your question, Petra. Yes, it's very important that parents file their taxes this year by Monday, May 17th, so that families like yours can get money back. This year, that is likely through things like stimulus checks or the expanded child tax credit. For the stimulus checks, some families have already received theirs, but for families who didn't file taxes last year, the government needs this year's tax filings to make sure you not only get this year's stimulus check, but that you also received the full amount you were entitled to last year for the first and second stimulus checks. This year's check alone could mean $1,400 per family member. And for the expanded child tax credit, parents will be receiving $3,600 for each child 5 years old or younger, and $3,000 for each child between 6 and 17. The really exciting thing is the federal government will be giving parents a choice to get that money sooner in monthly payments or save it until next year when they file taxes.
How are taxes filed?
That's a very good question, Thor. When we file taxes, we're essentially telling the government how much money we earned last year, in addition to other big things that happened in our lives, like if we had kids, got married, or bought a house. So to start, families should collect all documents that show how much money you made in 1 year. Some of those documents will be from work, like pay stubs, while others might be from banks or state governments. Then review the documents to make sure they are correct. Next, the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, provides worksheets for families to calculate taxes based on how much money you made and the number of family members. Finally, you can fill out the forms online using a computer and submit them to the IRS, or you can fill out paper forms and mail them to the IRS. For families that made under $72,000 that year, they can use the IRS's free file program online that will help guide you through all of the questions.
My parents work hard. How is the child tax credit going to help kids and parents?
Thank you for your question. So many families are struggling this year because of the coronavirus pandemic. We know families are looking for help, and believe it or not, filing taxes is one of the quickest and easiest ways for your family to get direct money that you can use to help pay your bills, put food on the table, afford childcare, and so much more. In passing the historic American Rescue Plan, the Biden-Harris administration increased the child tax credit to $3,000 for nearly every child ages 6 and over, and to $3,600 for nearly every child 6 and under. This will help more than 65 million children just like you across the country and it will cut child poverty in half. That's why it's so important for us to get the word out with your help that people need to file their taxes as soon as possible, regardless of their income and regardless of whether they usually file. This will enable them to get the cash payments of the child tax credit and the other benefits that they're entitled to. And it shows you why we need to pass the American Families Plan. The Families Plan will extend this tax credit through 2025, and it will also make it permanently refundable so that all eligible families can benefit from the full tax credit.
Thank you for coming together to help get the word out that people need to file their taxes. Even if they make zero or very low income, so they don't normally file taxes, by May 17th this year, in order to get the newly increased direct payment of the child tax credit of $3,600 per young child
and $3,000 per older child up to age 17 in the fastest way currently possible.
And after you file your taxes, please tell 3 friends and make sure they're tax filers this year too.
Because at the end of the day, it's been an incredibly hard year, and moms have borne the brunt of the pandemic, with Black, Indigenous, and moms of color experiencing compounded economic and health harms.
Let's make sure all our friends and families can get the credit they deserve and the money we need.